Brothers and sisters in Christ, tonight is the last of our Lenten midweek services as we now begin to turn toward Holy Week. We've been following Jesus these midweek services, beginning in the Garden of Gethsemane, through his betrayal, his trial, and now at last we arrive at Golgotha, the place of the skull, the scene of the crucifixion, the hill which has been looming before Jesus since the day of his birth, the hill on which our Lord dies. Perhaps it's appropriate that now, in this time of crisis, we hear about death. It's something many of us have been thinking much more seriously about in these last couple of weeks as this pandemic has swept the world. Maybe you're asking questions to yourself like, am I going to be one of the ones who catches coronavirus? Will I die if I do? Am I ready to die? It is important to say that you will die. Maybe not from COVID-19. It could be from cancer, a heart attack, a car accident. It could just be old age. But each of us dies. When death comes, there is no escaping. The reason we need to hear about Jesus dying now in this time is because it tells us how the Christian should look at death. But first, to fully understand what the problem is, to understand what Jesus is doing on the cross at Golgotha, to understand how God addresses the problem of death, we first have to ask the question, why? Why is it that we even have to face death? Why are there even things like plagues and viruses in this world? You could answer it this way: we're all descended from Adam. Adam is the one who brought death into the world because Adam is the one who brought sin into the world. So when we talk about death, realize that death and sin go hand in hand. Where sin goes, death follows. So in the Bible you hear James talking about sin giving birth to death. You'll hear Paul talking about the wages of sin being death, the payment is death. So from that moment that the forbidden fruit is plucked off of the tree in Genesis 3, death enters into our flesh, tearing us down, bringing us back to the dust from whence we came. It really shouldn't be that much of a surprise when viruses and plagues do sweep through our world, when we are faced with disasters, crises, because our world has been infected with suffering, sin, and death since the fall of Adam. But the trouble with hearing about Adam and how he sinned all those thousands of years ago is that we tend to isolate Adam, put him in the past, and shake our collective finger at him as if we would have done that much better. But the Bible teaches us that it's not just Adam who deserves to die, it's you. Not only are we each born with the sin of Adam in our bones, we've racked up enough sin in our life to deserve the death we get. You are trapped in your sins, and thus trapped in your death. So what does God do about it? He doesn't just leave you stuck in this rut of death. He doesn't tell you, go ahead and figure it out on your own. This is why Jesus ascends the cross at Golgotha, to directly confront and attack death. It's not the attack anyone would have thought of. In fact, at the peak of the battle on the cross, it looks like Jesus loses. As he breathes his last breath, you can almost hear the rocks of Golgotha quaking as the skull of death laughs its victorious laugh. But the last laugh does not belong to death. It never did. Death celebrates for 3 days, but on that third day, death's greatest enemy and now death's conqueror, Jesus Christ, the Son of God, rises from the grave. And death is defeated, speechless, powerless. Death had reigned supreme from Adam on, but Jesus brings an end to the kingship of death by entering into death willingly on Golgotha, breaking its jaws by coming back to life, delivering us from the curse of Adam. So what does this mean for you? It means that when Jesus climbs the place of the skull to die, he does it for you. His enemy is your enemy. So also his victory is your victory. His path is your path. He paves the way for you. So like Jesus, yes, you enter into death, but like Jesus, it doesn't end there. Really, you only pass through death, briefly, so that you may enter at last into life eternal. There is a brief darkness as you walk through that portal, a brief darkness before your eyes are open to everlasting light. So for the Christian, death is but the gate of life immortal. Jesus' resurrection is your confidence. You could think of it this way. It's as if death were a tyrant who usurped the throne, who rules through fear and oppresses the people through terror and fury. But a tyrant who can only reign until the true king comes. The true king, Jesus Christ, who comes to reclaim the kingdom. So it is on the cross that tyrant is defeated, that he is made powerless and exposed as the tyrant that he really is, weak, powerless. And as for us, the people of the true king, well, we can walk past that tyrant and laugh at him and mock at him and say to him that saying which was written against him of old, O death, where is your victory? O grave, where is your sting? So why don't you have to be afraid of death? Because your God is bigger and stronger than death. Meaning that you are bigger and stronger than death. Now, in the midst of this trial and crisis, tomorrow when the crisis passes and you're back to peace, all the way until that final day when you lay dying, breathing your last, death has no power over you because you belong to Christ, who is the resurrection and the life. To him alone be all the glory. Amen.